Journal log, entry 3. Another lead, another liftoff. The artifacts are calling to me, and I must answer. Every voyage brings me closer to the truth of my vision. The frontier carries me forward, a metal warhorse galloping amongst the stars.
What have we
3 hostiles on our scopes. Y'all strap yourselves in back there. We're in for a scuffle. Incoming fire. Routing engine power to weapons. We're going in. Targeting shields. Oh shit.
Just try and escape?
Shields are holding. Swinging around.
I grit my teeth until it seems like they'll shatter in my mouth.
Toasted one of them. 2 more.
I squeeze the weapon toggles, and I create death. It seems too easy. It feels wrong. It feels right. The adrenaline rush of burning G's hits me like a slug from a shotgun. The beams of hot energy slamming against my shields gives me goosebumps. I'm living on the edge of life and death, and so are they. I watch their ship explode into particles of light and dust. I feel invincible. I feel free. I feel powerful.
Shields at 25. Come on, Frontier. Come on, baby. You got this. Oh, yeah. What are you laughing at? Yeehaw! I got him. Those boys took one hell of a licking. Looks like we're clear. Not seeing any damage indicators. These new upgrades for the Frontier really came through for us. Gonna try to salvage what we can from the wreckage. See what goodies they left behind.
Sam, Cora, and I were en route to Aquila City when we were attacked, but we weren't in any rush.
And we have salvage. Looks like some fuel rods. I can make use out of them. Cockpit looks intact. Gonna gear up. Take the dog for a little walk.
It's my first ever spacewalk.
Oh, holy shit. Whew. This is awesome. Wow. Alright, I'm headed over. Whew, my stomach's doing flips.
I salvage parts from the wreckage, and I tell myself that it's a wild and dangerous galaxy. And they were scumbag, asshole raiders and killers, and I need their shit more than their corpses do.
Approaching the hatch now. Searching for the cargo manifest. Don't see it. Where could it be? Aha, found it. Gonna take a little look-see. Got the loot. Coming back out.
I tell myself that Constellation's mission is important, and I've justified killing for it. But so has everyone else, and I can't stop now. Nor do I want to. The universe doesn't miss outlaws. The universe doesn't miss anyone. It just exists. A universe doing universe things. One galaxy swallows another. And Constellation is no different. In my mind, there's nothing that'll come between me and the next artifact. Between me and my mission. It's been a few weeks since my last journal entry. My face is scruffier now, and my hair is longer too. Sarah says I look much more like a rugged explorer, and less like a little boy. She sure don't mince no words. She and I have been spending more time together lately, chatting in the lodge or grabbing dinner at nearby restaurants. There's still a lot about her I don't know, and I feel like she's hiding something from me. But maybe she's hiding it from everyone. I finally got to meet Sam Coe and his daughter, Cora. Sam seems like a great guy and a good dad. I saw him reading Cora to sleep the other day. He's present in her life, and that's a great thing. My parents never really were, but they had important jobs, and I was a handful, so we never shared a deep connection. But I do love them. It's just love from a distance, I guess. It's not that we don't get along, or anything like that. I think I do resent their absence in my life in some way. But if they had raised me, I would have missed out on being raised by Grandpa G, and I couldn't imagine my life any other way. Sam and Cora have joined me on the ship, while we hunt down the next artifact on Aquila. I don't know Sam very well yet, but I'm hoping that'll change with this mission. He's tracking a lead on an artifact, so it's back to Free Star Collective space for us. Before we got started in earnest though, Sam and I decided to get a drink at the Hitchin Post.
I've seen my fair share of scrapes. Actually, a triple share with a massive bonus worth. Some folks say I'm the luckiest man alive after making it through some real whoppers. But the trick is to always keep a cool head. Impulsiveness, fear, adrenaline, all those will get you jumpy. You get too jumpy, your target could be 5 in front of you and you'll miss every time.
I think I get caught up in the excitement a little bit too much. But what made you want to become an explorer?
There's so many planets, moons, celestial phenomena out there. Most captains just sail through the Great Black, not even really looking, appreciating. A lot of the time touching down on a virgin planet can be, well, uneventful. But every now and then, you see something no human has ever laid eyes on. That is what I live for.
I have another question for you.
Ask away. Ask away.
Is your daughter enrolled in classes, or how does that work?
Cora has the complete top-of-its-class learning videos and lessons. And I have to occasionally do some of the old homeschooling. Fortunately, mainly it's the videos. Around when she was 7, she could already see the cracks in my knowledge. Come to think of it, I think she's doing an introductory college course in astrophysics. Not being graded, like, for fun. She's so weird.
Wow. She's got a bright future ahead of her. What's next for you after all this, Sam?
There's no next. I want to be exploring until they pry the boots off my cold, dead feet. I mean, Cora will go to university, and the price tag there is scarier than any jam we've been in. But for me, my truest love is the next star, the next horizon.
The more I talked to him, the more I could feel his passion for exploration, for the stars, for the great mysteries of the universe. He seemed like a cool guy, and his passion was contagious. I had a feeling we'd be good buddies before long. Well, I found myself back at the bank again, but I wasn't there to wag my tongue at a bank robber this time. We were looking for one of Sam's old family maps. There was a distinct possibility that it led to another artifact.
Oh, no. Jacob. Of course that old mule saw this coming.
Jacob? Who's Jacob? And why'd he steal the map?
He's just a bitter old man, interfering in what's none of his business.
Sounds like we need to find him and have a little chat.
That we do. I was hoping to avoid the estate when we landed. Cora's gonna be so mad.
Will she? Why? What do you mean by that? Why would she be mad?
Because I told her we wouldn't have time to check in with her. Look, I was trying not to do this, okay?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sam. Who's Jacob? What's going on here?
We really gotta do this.
Sam, come on. Open up to me. I deserve to know.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Listen, we're going to the estate anyway. I'm gonna find out. You may as well tell me.
You're not wrong. All right, fine. He's my dad, okay? We're not exactly on friendly terms. He probably figured I'd come for the maps at some point. Got ahead of me. Family business just wasn't something I wanted to get into, you know?
Listen, I understand. But what about Cora? She and your dad get along?
God, that's the worst part. They're thick as thieves. Last thing I need is Jacob in her life. Let's leave it at that.
Okay. Well, thanks for telling me, Sam. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, sorry I'm such a pain about it. No forgiveness between me and my old man. It's, co-tradition. All right, shall we?
So he went to his father's house, and things got ugly.
You know why I'm here.
Oh? And what's that?
I ain't asking again.
You ain't asked once. Let's hear it. I want you to say the words about what's more important to you than family.
Okay, this was a mistake.
The only mistake I'm seeing here is you. Bringing your Constellation lackey here instead of my granddaughter. You're not getting those maps. Full stop.
I got just as much right to those maps as anyone else in this family.
That's exactly right, Sam. We all share Solomon's legacy. Only some of us are around to live up to it, and some of us aren't.
All right, that's enough. Come on, let's you and I talk. In private.
Welcome home, Sam. Make your visit short, okay? It's what you do.
Give me a sec. All right, let's talk options.
Yeah, yikes. You want to talk about it, or do you need a minute?
No, I don't. It's just... It's been a while, but this is how it goes. Every time.
Oh, well, shit. He mentioned Cora. You think she could help with this, or do you want to leave her out of it?
No. I mean, this is no place for her, okay? The less time she spends with Jacob, the better.
If you don't mind me saying, it seems to me this is about her and Jacob getting along. Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, like I said before, they're thick as thieves. Can you imagine what that bitter old mule would do to her head if she hung around more?
Yeah, I get it. We'll think of something else, okay?
I'd appreciate that.
Listen, let me talk to him. I'll bring him around, trust me.
You're flying in the face of my 30-plus years experience with the man, but all right. I hope you like arguing.
Howdy there, sir. You mind if I take a moment of your time?
What do you want, Constellation?
Do you have something against Constellation, sir?
You mean besides the fact that you're some independent group that doesn't know where your loyalties lie? Or are you referring to the fact that my granddaughter lives in your clubhouse rather than in her family home?
We just need the maps.
Well, that's not your decision, is it? It's co-property by birthright. It stays here.
Solomon Coe is a legend. Constellation just wants to follow up on his work. That's all. That's all we're asking. That's all we want to do.
Well, it's not your place to butt in.
You would really stonewall your son like this? He's a good person. Can't you help him out a little bit?
You think I'm not trying to help him?
Sam is following in Solomon's footsteps. Sam is a great explorer, just like he was, sir.
Can't disagree that Solomon was an explorer, I'll admit. Can't believe I'm saying this. But if it'll get you out of my hair, then fine. You can have the maps. They're in the other room, here. Key.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Hey, you won't regret it either. Here it is. All right, Sam, we're good to go. Got it.
All right, let's see if we can find the empty nest. All right, let me think. The way I heard it, the readings he was getting were normal at first, then they bottomed out. And no creature, alien or otherwise, would dare step inside. There. Found it. Oh, boy.
What is it?
That's a problem.
Come on, Sam. Don't be such a pessimist. We got this. Trust me.
Well, you ain't wrong. But let's take a look at what we're up against. First, it's in the middle of the frontier, which we already expected. No problems there, but the usual tussling with alien wildlife. But the empty nest is a cave right in the middle of Shawgang territory. Same outlaws who held up Galbank.
How are they surviving outside the walls? They must got some stones on them.
Criminal groups in Aquila always find a way. But they usually have to keep on the move to avoid the Ashta. Well, it could just be a coincidence, as the cave we want happens to be where the Shaw gang runs around. But something doesn't feel right.
I talked him down from robbing that bank, you know. I was able to get them to see reason. But damn, I was hoping never to run into them again.
Me too. But there's no helping it. We're gonna have to get through them and the local wildlife to get to that cave.
I was 18 when my boyfriend Jack went out beyond the walls one night looking for a missing person and became a missing person himself. He was a fine hunter, a real tough guy, but 9 out of the 10 people in his search party died that night. They were searching for a little girl named Sarah. But Ashta killed them all. Someone found Jack's hat a few clicks out. When they gave it to me, it was covered in blood. Like I mentioned before, I was born on Aquila. I know well the dangers of leaving the city. And being out here reminds me of him, of Jack. Of all those people that died that night. Of that little girl, Sarah, that they never found. My head's on a swivel. My eyes dart back and forth. At least it's daylight. If it were nightfall, we'd already be dead. I think we're getting close, Sam. According to the map, should be just over this ridge. I think it... Oh, what was that? Sounds like a turret. Definitely a turret. I'm hearing 2 turrets, Sam. We ride over them rocks. Come on, let's go. Eyes sharp. I think they might have been attacked. If I was a betting man, I'd say it was Ashta.
All right, is Shaw Gang territory, and they're usually not willing to talk. Be ready.
Oh, I'm locked and loaded. Yep, here it is.
Given everything I've dealt with, smugglers just don't scare me.
Well, I ain't scared, but my blood's pumping. I see 2 hostiles so far, plus a turret. 2 turrets. The fuck was that? We gotta take out those turrets, I think. You ready, Sam? Alright, let's do this. Don't got many rounds in this thing.
Time to attack.
Second turret's down. Reloading. Gotta get closer. You okay? I gotta get a better position, Sam. This fucking gun. Gonna flank him, Sam. Hold it down over here. Fuck this gravity. Got you now. Got him.
This is my favorite part.
Injecting a med pack. Whew. Okay, that feels better.
This feels like old times.
Yep. Been through the ringer once or twice myself. I've got to get closer. These bullets ain't doing shit.
Beg for mercy!
Fuck off. Grandpa G's shotgun feels perfect in my hands. Ooh-wee. Where the fuck you going? Come on back here. We clear out what's left of them. Doesn't take too long. You good, Sam? Let's head in. Oh shit, they're right there. Fuck, they heard us. Oh fuck. A lot of flammable material here.
Back here.
More tanks. Watch out, Sam. One misplaced bullet and we're dead. Gonna see what this guy has here.
We do what we must, right?
Yeah. Hey, I think that other guy ran off.
You can't catch them all.
Heads up. There he is, son of a bitch. Hey, come back here. Got him. She's running. I know you're out there. Go ahead and surrender. Put your hands up. Do that, no harm will come to you. Just here for a little piece of treasure, that's all. Hands up, hands up. Damn it. Ah, fuck. He's a goner. Oh, we got another, watch out. Easy, easy. He's up here somewhere. Lights out. There he is. Clear. There's something ahead. I can feel it. As I approach, I begin to hear the music. I think I see it, Sam. Yeah, that's definitely it.
You've done this before, right? Care to do the honors?
My heart thrums in my chest. I feel like a kid who's about to open his presents on his birthday. Except the universe is the one to give it this time. Another gift to humanity. A gift to me. I see now that this is my destiny. The artifacts are meant for my hands. And my hands alone. Oh, great.
I think that's far enough. Hate to put a hole in the head of Akila's own prodigal son. Least not before we've had a word.
You must be Shaw.
What I am is disappointed. Samco in the flesh, and he's peddling around the frontier with the has-beens of Constellation. Now you got past my crew, who I pay quite handsomely, I might add. Grabbed something from that weird cave. Probably whatever's been keeping the Ashta away. So, I'm down one hideout. Now, let's talk about what all that's worth to me. Your lives, your credits. One or the other, really.
Or we figure out a third option. A third option in which we all walk away, and nobody needs to get shot, and nobody needs to die.
Oh, really? Let's hear it.
Alright, well, considering the two of us took down your entire crew, plus your turrets, I'd say your odds of getting out of here alive ain't as high as you think they are.
You got past a few rookies, that's all.
Listen, I can hear the doubt in your voice. It's not too late to walk away from this.
Maybe. Fine. Get the hell out of here before I change my mind. I see you again. You're dead. You. This is your fault. You better lend us a hand.
Fuck. Ashta, really? We're about to get torn to shreds, Sam. We gotta find some high ground here. Holy shit. Ah, fuck. Ah, these things are tough. Ah, god damn it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Son of a bitch. Oh, I slipped. I slipped. Oh, fuck. Almost got him. Almost got him. Got some tough hides, I'm telling you. Gonna try energy weapons. Oh yeah, it's working way better. They're spitting shit at me.
Smugglers don't take too kindly with folk poking around their turf.
Neither do Ashta. Aquila is one of the deadliest places that I've ever known. Ashta, I've killed more of my friends and loved ones than anything else. There isn't a pirate or spacer that has a body count higher than a pack of Ashta. Sam, I think we've been spotted. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh. Get him, Sam, get him. Fucking cutter. Oh. You saved my fucking ass, Sam. I thought I was a goner. Sorry, Jack. I'm not joining you today.
Hey, we're back. Newest member of our little family really pulled through for us.
Is anyone hurt? You didn't let Cora handle the artifact, did you? We don't know what effects it might have on someone her age.
Relax, we're fine. Go ahead. Time for that artifact to meet its siblings.
Yes, sir, it is.
Just, what are we building here?
I haven't picked up any kind of frequency or signal coming from it.
That doesn't mean much. This thing could be emitting something we can't even detect.
We just have to hope that finding more of the pieces will give us some clue.
I hear that. Moving forward sometimes means fumbling around in the dark. I think Cora and I can use some downtime, but you let me know if you ever want to team up again. Oh, and since it tends to come up, me and my Rugrat co-pilot work as a team. That's non-negotiable. If I'm coming with, that means Cora's on your ship.
All right, Sam. Hey, it was good having you at my back.
Likewise. You know where to find us.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Cora. I'm recovering. How are you?
Books?
Books?
Yes.
Okay, books. I need more to go on here.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do you have more books, or can you buy me more books? With real pages, a spine, the whole package. My book allowance is all gone and Dad won't get me more. So, books?
Hey, don't let her con you out of more credits. Her book allowance damn near bankrupted me.
Dad, this is between us.
What kind of books you into?
I like books about quantum theory and astrophysics. Or science. Or horses. Did you know that it wasn't until after the Industrial Revolution that horse speed was the maximum civilization speed for centuries? All of society was built upon horses. Imagine what they must have looked like for real. They look smelly, in a good way.
All right, consider me conned. Here's 50 credits.
Oh, Dad, you've made the best friend ever.
Well, now you done it. Now you can get pestered about books nonstop.
Yeah, a small price to pay for my education. Now, the important question. Pizza. Favorite topping? And please don't say cheese. Dad loves boring old cheese.
Well, there's nothing wrong with cheese pizza, but I'm more of a meat pizza kind of guy.
Did you hear that, Dad? Meat! We have you outnumbered!
We could always get one of each.
No, you lose. I have decided that I will stay. You have the Cora stamp of approval. I, seem to have left my stamp back on Dad's ship, but imagine it there, on your arm. Cora approves.
Your mom dropped by. We had a nice chat. She left this note for you.
All right, thanks, Noel. Dear Nolan North, if you could stop by home, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. Nothing urgent, but I would sure like to see you. Dad. Okay. This one's from Mom. I was going through our storage unit the other day and I came across something that made me think of you. I know you're important and you're busy, but I'd really love it if you visited. I miss you. Love, Mom. XOXOXO. Well, I guess it might be time to pay them a little visit. I decided I'd get some much needed sleep. Go visit my parents the next day. They lived here in town. I had no love for the city. There's too many people, too many noises, too many ships in and out of the starport. I don't know why anyone would live here at all. The United Colonies was over-regulated. They always had their nose in everyone's business. But not everyone from around here was so bad. I still enjoyed Sarah's company, for instance.
Thanks for taking the time to talk. I wanted to ask you about the artifact you found on Bethesda. When you pulled it from the rock, held it in your hands for the first time, how did you feel?
I don't know. Kind of like a rush or an out-of-body experience. I mean, the music was beautiful. The lights and the colors, it's really hard to describe.
No, I don't think you understand. I know about the visions, the light, and the music. How did you feel inside? What were your thoughts?
I wanted to say that it had felt like I had touched power. Infinite power. Dangerous power. And that it had felt good. But instead, I told her a lighter version of the truth. That it had felt like my mind was being stretched through a black hole.
Oh my goodness. That must have been terrifying. When it comes to the artifacts, it never ceases to amaze me how the science, well, simply fails.
Why didn't you bring this back up at the lodge, Sarah? What are your thoughts?
Honestly, I wasn't sure how you'd react. Some people would consider what you went through a deeply personal experience.
Well, it was personal. But Sarah, I don't mind sharing my personal experiences with you. In fact, there's so much more that I want to share.
Oh, well, I enjoy hearing about them. Professionally, of course. Either way, we need all the help we can get. The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. Quite the mystery.
You know, I hadn't thought of it like that before. When you say speak, what exactly do you mean by that?
Well, judging from the fact that both you and Barrett claim to have heard music, I've made the leap that the artifact was reaching out. Music composition might not consist of words and sentences, but I'll be damned if that isn't an attempt at language.
But even if we could answer, Sarah, what would we say?
Oh, that's an excellent question. You'd think after years of gathering data about the artifacts, I'd have the perfect answer to that. But I haven't the faintest idea.
Huh. I'd wager you have a whole archive full of data laying around somewhere.
Not much, I'm afraid. All I have to show for my efforts are eyewitness accounts, scores of inconclusive metallurgical test results, and wild theories.
Is this the only project you've been working on at Constellation?
Oh, no, not at all. There's so much going on there, I can't afford to divert all of our resources. but I have classified the artifacts as a priority project.
You find it frustrating that there's so many questions about these mysteries and not a lot of answers.
Frustrating? No. Bewildering? Yes. It would be, oh, well, an explorer's dream to solve a mystery like this.
Hey, we're gonna get to the bottom of this mystery. Trust me on that. We're already so close.
I knew I picked the right person for the job. Look, I wanted to thank you for taking the time to talk, and for keeping an open mind. And I also wanted to say, well, I'm pleased we're on this journey together. It's the best decision I've made in quite a long time.
I still get the sense that she's hiding something from me. But that's okay. Because I haven't been fully honest with her either.
What? Well, I'll be. Honey, we got ourselves a visitor. I'll get the coffee brewing.
Oh, my God. Oh, you about gave me a heart attack.
Not that we're not thrilled to see you, son, but I thought you were under contract with Argos Extractors. Is everything all right?
You always assume it's bad news, Dad. I got a big promotion. I'm in Constellation now. Everything's fine.
Now. It's just with our family, the news isn't always great, but... Constellation? Is this one of those candid camera vids? A joke?
My child is a member of Constellation. I just knew you were special. Didn't I always say that? That you were meant for great things? Great things.
You know about Constellation? I never heard you talk about it, Mom.
Well, I know what I've read about in the news. The explorers. Years ago, there was a stretch where Constellation was in fashion. People would gossip about them all the time. I must say it's been a while since I've heard anything about them, though. Glad to know they're still around.
I guess you were right about me, Mom. I am special. In more ways than I ever realized.
Oh, say again? I should record that and play it back. Mom, you were right. Oh, but you didn't give me any notice. If I'd known, I'd have your favorite meal in the oven.
No.
And your room is just a mess. Although that's how you left it.
Okay.
Easy, honey. Let the boy catch his breath. Why don't you settle in? You know you're always welcome.
It was strange to be home like this. It had been longer than I cared to admit since I was back here. I sent money to my parents every week to help them afford this place. They seemed happy here. It wasn't as big as the old house, but my parents could be content anywhere.
You've been loafing around the house all day.
I've been reading. It's good stuff. It's about...
You should get some exercise.
I've spent my whole life in a book. I'm fine.
And how has that worked out?
Ouch. Touché.
We are going for a walk later.
Anything good to watch tonight?
Well, there's Silence of the Sands.
I mean, I want to watch it sometime. But I want something light, upbeat.
Well, I made a suggestion. Why don't you make one?
I, was thinking maybe Muzzle and Me?
the kid movie?
They were always like that. Kinda drove me crazy. But also kinda loved it too. They were just so normal. Boring even.
Where's the tissue paper?
And that was okay. As long as they were happy.
Top shelf of the pantry.
But I was never happy here.
Anymore.
Grandpa G was entertaining. Funny as hell. Always piddling around the homestead on some small project or another. I loved helping him with those things. He treated me like an adult and showed me how to be a man.
I still can't get over you being here. And it's not even Mother's Day. So, I gotta ask, is there anyone special in your life? With you being in Constellation now, I imagine you are quite the catch.
Nothing to report yet, Mom. Sorry to disappoint you. Again.
Just so you know, your dad cannot wait to be a grandpa.
Oh,
So don't keep him or me waiting too
Mom.
long. I know. I won't get into more right now.
Well, now I see that it's true. Mothers have an irresistible urge to interfere in their children's love life.
I wondered then about Sarah's own mother. Did she not have one? Mom, I've always wanted to know. How come you guys were always moving around?
It's complicated. Maybe one day I'll get into it. But neither of us mind moving. I think we both have a bit of nomad in us. I think, though, New Atlantis is our forever home. Flamenco.
What? Who?
Flamenco. Or we could do salsa.
I told you, my left feet have left feet.
The activity will do you good.
But dancing? I mean, couldn't we, I don't know, do...
Oh, yes. Anything.
All right, dancing it is, but something beginner-friendly.
I loved them dearly, but I had to get out of there. Plus, we had places to be.
All right. Plotting course for Vectera. Spreading them cheeks in 3, 2, 1. Them cheeks are wide open.
It appears things have gone downhill since the last time you were here. Argos has clearly washed its hands of this operation.
Yeah, it does seem that way, don't it? Seems way too quiet here. Let's check in with the old boss, see what she knows.
Well, you're back.
Lynn, looking good. How are things?
Oh no, don't start. I've had enough Barrett for one lifetime. I don't need the sequel showing up on my doorstep. More pirates showed up when you were gone. We weren't as lucky this time.
Shit.
Calvert, Troy, some of the new Dusties. They didn't make it.
Oh, fuck. Shit. Why do they hit the same place twice? What could they gain from that?
Who knows with pirates? Revenge? Peeking at the scraps? Maybe they're from a different crew and we just got hit twice by sheer bad luck.
Ah, fuck. I'm sorry, Lynn. I didn't know.
Well, how could you have? You weren't here. Anyway, I was pinned down behind some crates with Barrett. Bullets and laser fire everywhere. No smile on that damn carefree face of his. Like he knew this was it. I started steeling myself to go out fighting. Then that idiot puts his hand on my shoulder and says, "Stay here, Lynn. I got you."
Sounds like suicide talk. Maybe he was ready to give up the ghost.
Not quite. Barrett is more dangerous than you might think. Next thing I know, 2 of the pirates are dead, and he's got the 3rd one in a headlock. Drags him out into the open at gunpoint and demands to talk, or else I'm going to demonstrate Newton's 3rd law on this guy's temporal lobe. And that's when they brought out Hela.
No. Tell me what happened, Lynn. Tell me everything.
I didn't overhear everything, but after the 10 longest seconds of my life, Barrett put his hands up, and both of them ended up getting taken aboard the pirate ship. And that's the last I saw of either of them.
The courier just said Argus was packing up. Why didn't you mention the attack?
Too risky to put that in the message. Too much liability. You know how it is. Our clients need to know when the operations start and stop. We handle the rest.
Fuck, Lynn, I gotta find him.
They could have grav-jumped anywhere. I tried pinging a transmission to the ship in the comms building before they left, but the pirates must have fried it. You want to try it? Go ahead. But the odds of them being alive, even if you could find them... I've lost a lot of people on this run, Dusty.
I know.
I just want to pack up.
I get it. Alright, well, we need to start looking around. Gotta be some clues left behind somewhere.
I look around, remembering the battle that happened here. Our firefight with the pirates that attacked us. All the bodies laying around, all the injured folks. I had never killed anyone up until that day. And yet I wondered, how many people have I killed since? A few weeks ago felt like a lifetime. Was I still that same person? Or was I becoming someone else?
Found a computer. Power source is janked. Gonna jury rig it. Got it? Okay. Got 2 files here. Yep, this is what we're looking for.
Can't believe we got into this mess. Would you be quiet? Trying to make out the grav jump calculations before we're out of range. Out of range of what? Out of range of the sensor array on Vectera. Would you keep up? Once we're outside the star system, the bandwidth goes from instant speed to effectively never. What good is sending a transmission down there? You gonna tell Lynn how royally screwed we both are? She doesn't even have a ship. You underestimate how many of my admirers there are in the galaxy, Heller. One of them is bound to show up, looking to reunite with this handsome face. We're doomed. Capital D, doomed. Got it, okay. Whoever finds this, I'm attaching the interstellar coordinates to the metadata on the transmission. Rescue us. Repeat, rescue us.
Okay. Let's take a look at the metadata here. It's encrypted. Lynn's gonna have to decrypt it for us. Okay, what else? Doesn't look like anything too interesting here on the ship logs. Okay, got what I need then.
So, you actually get that computer working again?
Yeah, found a transmission from Barrett.
What? Let me see that. Funny. Even knowing he's alive, I still never want to see him again. Hella, on the other hand, okay. Let me send you the location data embedded in the transmission. Find them, okay?
Hey, Lynn. Look, why don't you come with me?
What? Really? Not really cut out for whatever it is people like you and Barrett do, but it might not be a bad time to think about a career change after all this. If you have room in your crew for an outpost supervisor, maybe we can talk.
Hey, I know that you really care about Barrett and Heller. Just admit you're a big softie, come on.
Well, don't start buying me stuffed animals for my birthday or anything. But yes, all right. I don't like seeing my people hurt. Even Barrett and Hella. Just get after them, okay? And hey, if you ever need a little extra help, I've been thinking about a career change lately. Maybe it's time to put Argos behind me.
Alright, Lynn, you ready to leave? I think you're right. Argus is the past, and we both need to move on.
After this mess? Certainly. It's just a job. Nothing to get sentimental about.
Honestly, I felt the same way. And you'd be okay working for me?
Sure. I don't mind taking orders from a former employee. It can't be worse than working for Barrett.
I have a whole homestead that needs looking after. Think you're up to the task?
If you give me an outpost to run, I'll have it optimized for rapid material production in no time. I can make myself useful in other ways, too. I'm a good hand with explosives, and you'll never hear me complain about carrying a heavy pack.
Hey, that's just what I wanted to hear. Come on, let's go.
Works for me. I'm not fussy about assignments. I'll go where I'm needed.
Okay, well, that don't look promising, does it? Looks like their ship went down. Not seeing any survivors. Everyone probably died in the crash. Wait, hold on. I think someone's down there. Oh shit, it's Heller. Heller, you good, buddy? I'm coming down. Hey. Heller, it's me. It's Nolan.
Oh, and here I thought you was some pirate coming back to kill me. Lucky me, right?
Lucky you indeed. Hey, the vitals on your suit saying you got a lot of painkillers inside you. But otherwise, looking healthy. You feeling okay?
Considering the spaceship wreckage, you mean? Yeah. Well, you missed the worst of it. Pretty sure we ripped through all the emergency meds that were salvageable. Hey, you know, when I pulled you to the med bench back on Vectera, I honestly thought, shit, I think I just saved someone's life. Oddly proud moment, you know?
Yeah.
So, I guess I'm saying, glad I paid it forward.
Indeed. Without your help, we wouldn't have ever gotten this worthwhile addition to Constellation.
Man, I was so terrified when I got pulled on board that pirate ship. Barrett was all, sorry, brother, I'll get us out of this. Trust me.
So, he had a plan then. Oh boy.
Not what you and I would call a plan, necessarily.
So, how did this ship crash anyway?
Oh, I'm getting to that. He tells me we need to start pretending to fight each other. Trick the pirates into thinking they need to come in before one of us gets killed. I just remember him shouting, "This kid is a killer. How am I supposed to defend myself against these pearly whites? He's gonna bite my face off." I mean, I didn't think it would work, but they came in. All of a sudden, we were wrestling with two of them. Barrett reached for one of their guns.
And shot someone he shouldn't have. Am I right?
Bingo. Blasted the pilot right in the back. Through to the flight console. And dropped orbit like a rock off a high rise. I blacked out. And when I came to, there he was. Smiling like it was just another day on the job. You missed the fun part, Heller. I mean, I go through all the trouble of saving your butt, and you weren't even awake to notice. Then he did the little finger gun thing.
Oh, God. So he really survived without a scratch on him, huh?
Well, no, I don't think so. I caught him holding his ribs a few times. Favored his left leg a bit, you know?
Where is he, Heller? I gotta find him.
Oh, yeah. Probably should have talked about that first. Did I mention I'm on a lot of painkillers? So, I was real excited when a ship showed up. Then, less excited when I realized it was a Crimson Fleet ship. And then, really less excited when Barrett said, "It's okay, I got this." He mumbled something to him, and then they were all gone.
So, they took his ass, huh? But why? Why are they interested in Barrett, of all people?
I was drifting in and out. But, I think I heard the word ransom.
Shit, Heller. That was a long way to say that pirates nabbed him. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. You know, you're really the one who should be upset about all this. Me, laying here, half-conscious. Real inconvenience. Got a signal from the ship before they grav jumped. Guessing it was Barrett. Haven't really been in a good space to have a listen. Here you go.
All right.
Hey, I should come with you, right? I don't think anyone else is coming.
Yeah, no, Heller. Seriously, man, I can't let you stay here. You're coming with us. But we gotta get you back on your feet first. Think you can manage?
Yeah, just, don't ask me to operate any heavy machinery for a while. Give me a minute. I think the worst of it is... Yeah, I'll be alright. I'll be alright. Ready to wisecrack with the best of them. Let me know when you want to head out.
All right. Hey, easy, nice and slow.
Still think there might be a spot for me on your ship? I gotta get off this rock.
Yeah, you're in good shape to travel? Looks like you're standing okay.
Don't worry about me. I'm a tough cookie. The painkillers are starting to work. I'll be just fine after a good nap.
I gave the recording a listen once we got Heller on board.
You've given the fleet a lot of trouble, Barrett. Hey, since when is surviving being attacked causing trouble? Isn't that just fighting back? Hey, pilot, could you move your arm a little bit to the left? I can't make out the console.
Don't move! He's trying to figure out our destination. Probably transmitting this conversation right now while we're still in orbit.
Well, yeah. Thought I was making that pretty obvious. Okay, put the gun down. I'm done. See? My retinas are pointing away from the console and towards this lovely view of space we have out the window.
Tie him up. Once we get back to the base, the fun starts.
Before I could plot our next jump, Sarah wanted to talk to me privately. She joined me in my quarters.
Remember our last conversation, when you told me the artifacts made you feel like you were being pulled across the entire galaxy? Well, it got me thinking, so I dove into our archives and started looking through Constellation's older journal entries. Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described, doesn't mean the same might have been true for my predecessor.
Okay. And did you find anything useful in there?
Unfortunately, no. Other than you and Barrett, there were no records of direct encounters with the artifacts. I have to admit, though, I did get more than a bit sidetracked reminiscing about old times.
Yeah, you never mentioned a predecessor.
Really? I'm surprised that I haven't. After reading those journals, all of the pleasant memories of my time spent with Aja just started flooding back.
Aja. This is the predecessor you mentioned. It's a pretty name.
Aja Mamasa. She was the youngest member of Constellation when it was founded. Only took her 15 years to reach chair. Sorry, I sometimes get so caught up in my own bubble, I forget that I wasn't the first.
Well, you talking like that, I might start to get a little bit jealous.
Well, there's no reason to be jealous. They were just, I don't know, different times. Aja was the one that taught me the ropes at Constellation and took me under her wing as her protege.
Uh-huh. The rookie being paired with the chair. Now, why does that sound just a little bit familiar?
Hey, so I pinched a few ideas from my old boss. Can you blame me? At any rate, we logged quite a few discoveries together, but it was the actual journey that I cherished the most.
Yeah. But what did you discover? Anything interesting?
We catalogued unusual stellar phenomena, a few habitable worlds, and some unique life forms, but nothing SSNN would bother to report.
You know, I can relate to what you said about the journey being more important.
Exactly. For me, it was all about the quieter moments. There was nothing quite like sitting back and watching space bend while listening to Aja spin vivid stories to fill the time. Oh, I find that sort of cozy isolation the best way to really get to know someone.
Cozy isolation? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, you know, being alone in interstellar space, nothing but light years of black around you. Some people find that terrifying. I find it comfortable. It helps me bond with my shipmates.
You know, I might have noticed that.
I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. You know, all this talk about Aja reminds me that my time with her was a gift. I miss her dearly.
It, kind of sounds like you two were in love a little bit.
I respected her, and I considered her a dear friend, but we weren't in love. Had that been true, I would have resigned my post and moved to Parima 2 instead of remaining at Constellation. Come to think of it, if we're ever out that far, perhaps we could pay her a visit, and I could make proper introductions.
Oh, well, you know, I can do the best to make sure our journeys are just as pleasant as the ones you had with her. That way you're not missing out on anything.
Well, I don't expect you to be a carbon copy of Aja. Just be yourself. You see, it's clear that we share the same hunger to discover what's out there. And that, well, that's what intrigues me about you.
Sarah, I'd like to discover more about what we have. Right here. Right now.
I don't know if I deserve to be that close to anyone right now. If you knew about the things that I've done, the way my life's unfolded, I think your opinion of me might change. Please, give me some time.
Sarah.
I have to go.
Shit. I fucking said the wrong thing, didn't I? Such an idiot. Fuck. God damn it. I jumped the fucking gun. She had a past. Skeletons in the closet. And somehow, I had dragged them out. We arrived to rescue Barrett and were granted audience with a pirate.
No reason captivity should be unpleasant. I have enjoyed our time together, Barrett. But I can't just let you go with nothing to show for it. Is Constellation willing to pay ransom in exchange for this man's freedom?
I didn't want to pay this man one fucking credit. If it had been up to me, I would have killed them all.
We do have some insurance set aside for this exact problem.
Does that mean you'll be paying me, Miss...
We don't need to be introduced. Here's your money. And we would appreciate it if you could spread the word in the Crimson Fleet that Barrett shouldn't be harassed. It's not working out for any of us.
That's a fair point. But I can't control a man's reputation.
Do what you can. A suggestion to the right ears can work wonders.
Very well. Goodbye to you all. I have enjoyed this little exchange.
I'm glad someone did. But what really mattered was getting Barrett, Lynn, and Heller back safe.
Barrett, we were worried sick.
Well, some of us were.
I see what you did there, Walter.
The money you sent home?
I know you've been secretly crying into your piles of money just waiting for my return. Wait, is that? And to think the first artifact was taking up dust on the library shelf. Now look at them all. You feel it a bit, can't you? Ever since I found the second one, had the visions. Being around them is just comforting. So hey, I'm still not 100%, plus I feel guilty dragging you into all of this. Why don't I stick around? Help you get adjusted to the weird corners of the universe.
If you're coming with me, who's in charge of the frontier?
It doesn't really matter to me. Never get too attached to ships. After the 5th or 6th time one blows up and you get marooned, the romance fades. Plus the frontier is a constellation ship. And you're one of us now. So it's just as much yours as mine at this point.
Okay, well, traveling together sounds good to me.
Marvelous. Sorry, I was lost in a memory for a moment there. How can I
I
help?
have a question for you.
Should I be nervous? Go on, go on.
I wanted to know about the artifact you found. What was that like?
I think about it a lot. There's so many possibilities. Some wonderful, some terrifying. I'm not a fearful man, but I am just a man. And I'm keenly aware that this artifact could change my life. Or end it.
I feel the same way. Where did you find your artifact?
On Bendy? No, wait. It was Kazal. I can feel Lynn's admonishing stare boring a hole in my back. She's not actually standing behind me, is she? Well, point is, my story's probably a lot like yours. We dug a pit, found some really wonky readings, and followed them to the artifact.
What do you think the visions mean?
Well, they certainly mean something, because not everyone who touches the artifacts sees them. My first instinct was it was a message of some kind, like the Voyager records. Communication from a higher life form reaching out blindly into space. But now I'm wondering if the vision wasn't just sensory. My new theory is something's changed in us physiologically. As in not just a message from beyond, but a delivery.
What did you see when you picked it up?
Well, when I picked it up, I had no idea what it was. I knew it was something spectacular, though. I saw a vision. Flashing lights, the whole shebang.
Barrett's a really interesting guy, and he's suffered some personal tragedies of his own. His husband died a long time ago. Before we could continue talking, my parents were nagging me to talk to them.
Talking with you has made my day.
I hope you don't mind, but I figured the lodge was just a gnat stop away. I just had to see it.
Oh, this place is everything I imagined. Do you know I dreamt of joining Constellation when I was a girl?
You wanted to be in Constellation?
I have some vids of when I was, 12 in my Constellation Halloween outfit. So embarrassing. But I found space so fascinating that there is still so much we don't know. I guess I still find it that way.
Really? I think that's pretty cool, Mom.
I don't know if I go that far. But I'll let your father talk before he bursts.
I was playing poker with the Dean of Engineering, and he had this collectible revolver framed. And when he heard you were in Constellation, well, we worked together to get the piece clean and restored. She fires beautifully now. We, took turns sighting it at the range.
I swear your father was acting like a school kid.
As I was saying, may I present to you Sir Malcolm Livingston's personal sidearm. All the special modifications just as he left him. He was chair of Constellation about 50 years ago. Anyway, it's yours.
Holy shit. This is a really nice gun. So who was Livingstone?
Well, I'm no expert, but he was some sort of wealthy entrepreneur. Near the end of his life, he grew fascinated with space. He wound up being a benefactor of Constellation and chaired it before he died. The stories make him seem colorful. I think I'd like him.
Dad, I don't know what to say. Thank you. I'll treasure this.
I hope it keeps you safe. If not, maybe get a good place for it on a mantle. Well, we'll let you get back to it, but, Miss Noel said we could look around a little first.
When we wake up, brushed by panic in the dark, our pupils grope for the shape of things we know. Photons loosed from slits like greyhounds at the track reveal light's doubleness in their cast shadows that stripe a dimmed lab's wall. Particles no more, and with a wave bid all certainties goodbye. For what is sure in a universe that dopplers away like a siren's midnight cry? They say a flash seen from on and off a hurtling train will explain why time dilates like a perfect afternoon predicts black holes where parallel lines will meet, whose stark horizon, even starlight, bent in its tracks, can't resist. If we can think this far, might not our eyes adjust to the dark? It was one of Grandpa G's favorite poems. A woman on Earth wrote it hundreds of years ago. He always said it was about the light and the dark. How light photons live double lives, and how black holes are still one of the greatest mysteries of the universe. I am caught between both. Journal log, entry 4. Well, we rescued Barrett, and Lynn and Heller are working the homestead for me. I might have blown things with Sarah, though, and I really hate myself for that. She might be a little bit older than me, but I feel a strong connection to her, and I really hate that I've made her so upset. At the very least, we've snagged another artifact, and I'm one step closer to the truth.